First, it was Warri, that's in Delta, then Benin, Edo State, Ibadan, Oyo State, and Akure, Ondo State, amongst others. Earlier today, riots broke out in more Nigerian cities as the federal government and state governors flex their muscles while the people were groaning in pain. Unrest broke out in parts of Lagos over the policy, while Mile 12, Ojota, that's in the K2 environment, the Agege, Ikotun, Ekpe, amongst other states, other areas rather, were boiling points. Now, anti-riot policemen have been deployed to various flashpoints while the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has appealed to the protesters, saying there is no need for violence as the Supreme Court is on top of the matter. Now, what more can we say? But Nigerians are between and betwixt here.
Yeah.
Currently, the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway is completely shut down. Protests going on because of lack of new notes, lack of money, citizens paying money to collect their own money in their own country, a bad system. This is a symbol of a bad system. As you can see, the complete Lagos-Ibadan Expressway is shut down. There is a serious protest going on, and yet the leaders are sleeping. They can only fly jets. They can only fly plane, but they cannot listen to the voice of the poor masses. When a wrong decision is made, this is what happened. As you can see currently, there is no car movement from anywhere. This is a complete eyewitness report. Lagos-Ibadan Expressway completely shut down.
Right. Pictures that don't tell lies, you know, as we saw there, Jide.
I don't know what to call a situation in which we just deliberately inflict pains on our people. I don't know what to call this. People shouldn't die unnecessarily because of a government policy. There's no reason for that. If you want to come up with a policy, you have to look at how the ordinary people will be impacted by that policy. There's no policy that should take the lives of Nigerians. We've lost more than 4 persons now. I heard even today that some have died. There's no policy that should lead to loss of lives. Policies are meant to enhance the living standards of our people, improve the welfare of our people. That's what we should be seeing. But if it drives people to their death, then what have you gained? That is the point. If you are chasing politicians who use who buy people's votes and all that, yeah, it's a good thing if you are now a convert to electoral integrity. It's a good thing. Because there is no one in today's Nigeria who can win a major election without spending money. It's already our culture. If I convert to it, to now ensuring that our elections are not characterized by blatant vote buying, I'm happy to see that since 2016, I had been preaching against vote buying in our country. It was in Ondo State that we first saw bare-faced vote buying during the Mimiko election.
But, and the politician has no repulse about this.
No, if they continue to get results from vote buying, you can bet that they will not stop. Even this, what we will only achieve is vote buying being reduced by maybe some percentage. Maybe if you are from 100% maybe to 70%. There is no way that you can stop, even at this time, you can't stop vote buying. In fact, a politician was telling me that, look, it has even made that this Naira redesign has made our people cheaper. They will be easier to buy on election day. Because we are used to give people 10,000, 20,000 to buy their votes. If you give somebody who has been looking for 2,000, they will take it. Stop kidding yourself that you are going to stop vote buying by this policy. This kind of aberrant behavior, you can only stop it over time.
Yeah.
Let the culture that is antithetical to this, let it gain traction over a period of time, and then it will stop. To just wake up on one side of your bed and think that overnight you can stop vote buying is ridiculous. It shows the quality of thinking of some of our leaders. You really cannot stop vote buying in this election. God will spare our lives. We will see clear evidence of people being bought on election day. In fact, some politicians now, do you know what some politicians have done? Some politicians are already working with some supermarkets, some superstores. They will give you a slip. They've already paid for some products. Oh, when people on social media, they rejoice that because they think this will stop vote buying, they don't know what they are talking about. It won't stop it. But for me, if we inflict pain on the politician, it doesn't bother me. Yeah. I don't like our politicians that much. That's why I keep saying that I will not work for a politician. I didn't just take that decision. But the ordinary man is suffering. As I was coming to the office, I looked at Access Bank on Isheri Road. Come and see people. Come and see people just standing, wasting their time.
I saw a queue at one of the banks. I've forgotten the name now. The queue was longer than those waiting for petrol, so for the ATM.
Yes, and how much is it going to dispense? Maybe in some cases just 2,000.
2,000.
Wasting people's time, ruining their lives.
Yeah. Yeah, Paul, but the exercise in itself is not a bad one.
Yes, you mean the policy.
The policy, redesign the Naira is not a bad...
I don't think there is any reasonable Nigerian who quarrels with the policy. Okay. What we are talking about is the implementation of the policy, the timeline. The timeline. You see, I don't know of any country, okay, that will redesign its currency and expect that their old notes will go in such
overnight.
It does not happen. Even climes that are more developed, they give time. So what we have successfully done is to inflict pains on the people. And like what BKO said is I can relate to what BKO said about this not curing vote buying. Before we came on there, I told you that I misplaced 500 Naira note, a new 500 Naira note.
And you started looking
and I was looking for it. I was looking for it as if I lost 50,000. Why? Normally, I would have not bothered. But I kept looking for it because I know what I go through to get cash. When I go to the POS and I have to pay those...
But let me tease you a little. In all of this, the Supreme Court stepped in. You think what it said by asking everybody to maintain until the 22nd doesn't matter.
What brings sanity to a society is respect for institutions. When I listen,
in this case,
I cannot understand. There's a kind of irony of situation I see in the president's speech. The president said it yesterday that his administration respects the rule of law. He went ahead to say that he had taken note of judicial pronouncements on this matter. In one breath, he said that. In another breath, he did not agree that the old 500 notes and 1,000 notes should remain legal tender, at least until the Supreme Court decides otherwise. We must respect institutions. Like I said when we were discussing, the Supreme Court does not have to be infallible. But the truth of the matter is, there must be a point where disputes stop. And everybody says, okay, whether you agree with it or not, you can always ask, in fact, Supreme Court can be asked to reverse itself sometimes.
Yeah.
But until then,
it does reverse
yes, until
itself,
then,
yeah.
you just have to bear with what the Supreme Court has said. I don't know what we gain by inflicting pains on the people. I don't know.
Jide, has it struck you in any way to realize that in all of this, there is a national census coming in between the presidential election and the governorship election?
I really don't understand why the president is bent on doing the census before he leaves power. You know?
Census 29th February to 2nd March.
I really don't know. Some things baffle me these days. You know? Some things baffle me. And census is highly capital intensive.
Are you telling me?
Honestly. So I don't even know why this time. That should have been left for a new administration. But, well, maybe he tried to copy Obasanjo, but Obasanjo did this about a year to live in office.
2006.
2006. So you have 3 months left. You are doing Naira redesign and inflicting pain on people. You are putting your own legacy in danger. You see the way people are abusing the president in the north, because the greater pain is in the north. They don't have as much POS operators as we have
up there.
Yes,
and banks.
They don't have banks as much as we. In fact, when someone came on the show and was talking about Zaria, he said once you leave Zaria, along that highway going to Kano, you are not going to find any bank. That's like 1.5 hour journey without a bank.
So if you needed to replenish, no.
And you know these things happen sometimes. You just have to stop, quickly do a transaction inside the bank. It's not every transaction that you can do on your phone. Yeah. You know? But
all right. Well, the debate must continue, but again, ours is to provoke the debate and keep debating. I wish you well. I'm sorry about what we're going through. Avoidable.